Okay guys, so we started off doing squats, right? Squats and deadlifts, but now we're gonna do modified versions of what you can do with a squat and deadlift or other type of sort of Olympic training, but not. It's just to give you guys a little bit more of how to diversify your workouts. So with a squat, there's a lot of eccentric movement, you're burning out your quads. With something like a clean, it's like a one-shot movement, right? So this is a great way for those who start off doing ketogenic workouts that you can actually go and take about a 30-second break if you're only doing lightweight in between your cleans. So, Steven, why don't you hand over the camera and I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so this is Steven. He's going to show us, and he's going to explain the standard clean.
Perfect. So typically we're going to start from the ground on our way up, okay? So every time I approach the bar, I'm going to have the bar in the middle of my feet. So typically speaking, if I look at my feet, the bar should be in the middle of my feet. Feet are shoulder width apart. My hands, I have my thumbs, they're going to come outside of my hips. As I trace down, I'm going to pick this bar up. My thumb is going to be wrapped with my index and middle finger. And for the purposes of most of you that are doing this, we're going to do it from a high hang position. In other words, you're not going to be pulling from the ground. We're going to be starting in this position. So typically what's going to happen is when I set up, I'm going to squeeze my butt, push my knees out, and I'm going to have a slight dip. My chest is going to be up, my spine is going to be neutral. So it's not this, it's this, okay? Now from here, when we do a violent shrug, I shrug here, I open my hips open, and I'm pushing off my heels. This is why it's called a triple extension. Shrug, hips, and heels, triple extension. That's why it's called that. So I'm here, that's triple extension. Again, here, shrug, hips, heels. That's triple extensions. As that bar is coming up, okay, I'm going to guide it with my elbows and rotate under the bar. In other words, we do a triple extension, guide it, and pull under. So look at so. Okay, really easy movement, not that difficult. That would be considered a power clean, because I landed above the squat position. Typically your elbows should be high, almost like it's choking yourself. But again, these are Olympic type movements. So if you don't have the flexibility to really get here and choke yourself, as long as the weight's light, you can have your elbows kind of lower. Just don't drop the weight, obviously, okay? So again, this is the second part. The third part is typically, if you have the flexibility, you'll land in the squat position, or you could ride the bar down. So when I say land in the squat position, we're going to do a triple extension, okay? Rotate my arms under the bar and catch it in a squat. So high hang, I'll do triple extension, guide it, and catch it in a squat. It'll look as so, okay? It'll look like that. If you don't have the flexibility to do that, okay? Catch here, rise up, that's it. Okay, don't write it down. All right, try your best to catch the bar a little lower each time. And remember, this is about the bars coming up. When you take your body weight and shrug, the bar is going to come up. So use that opportunity to get under. So in other words, if your first one you shrug and you catch it right here, try to catch it a little lower, okay? And then catch it a little lower. Okay? That type of movement, start out with like maybe 40 pounds, something light. I would use a barbell, okay? An actual type of barbell to use on a bench press, something like that. And as you get better at it, add 5, 10 pounds. The heavier weight you use, you probably want to use about a minute, minute and a half, breaks in between. But it's really a great movement that you can do often, and it's something you can really accomplish to get better at something. You almost never see anyone do any Olympic type movements, so it's a great movement to do. If we go in something more about a snatch, it's really the same thing, except that bar is coming overhead. Okay? So instead of coming here and getting under, I'm going to be coming above me. For purposes of you guys, the type of movement this is, I would typically land in a muscle snatch or some type of power snatch, but not necessarily a squat snatch. So a muscle snatch is no rebending of your knees. So again, we'll start from high hang. I'll be here, and as I do my triple extension, again, that is what the shrug, hips, and heels. And remember, we're not coming on our toes, we're pushing off our heels. So that's a huge difference. We're pushing off our heels, not coming onto our toes. After that, I'm gonna guide the bar, and then I'm gonna rotate and force my ribs and my shoulders up to stabilize the bar. So you'll see here, as so. Now remember, I'm not pulling the bar. Okay, I'm stabilizing, I'm using my body weight to do the movement. It's that simple. Okay. Again, I'm using my body weight to jump up. I'm jumping up. Okay. Really easy. Start off with a muscle snatch. No bending the knees as you get comfortable. Land, quarter squat, half squat when I'm coming up. So for example, when you get more comfortable, you can start landing the lower squat position. Come on. When you get really comfortable, then you can land full squat. Okay. And as you get more comfortable, you can land lower and lower. So those are just some basic movements you could do that I think will really be beneficial.
Hey guys, peace.